Video game bosses are meant to be a challenge for players, but some are more difficult than others. In this video, we will be discussing some of the most difficult boss characters in video games that has left players frustrated and defeated. From Mike Tyson in Punch-Out! To General Ram on Insanity difficulty in Gears of War. These bosses have tested our gaming nerves and taken us to breaking point. So let's get started. Isshin The Sword Saint from Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. In this action-adventure game Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, players take on the role of a ninja named Sekiro as they journey through ancient Japan. One of the toughest bosses in the game is Isshin, the Sword Saint, a powerful swordsman who is skilled in the art of battle. His lightning-fast attacks and unpredictable movements make him a formidable opponent, and players will need to be at the top of their game to take him down. Court from Legend of Legaia. In the role-playing game Legend of Legaia, players control a group of heroes as they journey across the fantasy world to defeat the evil Vigor Empire. One of the most challenging bosses in the game is Court, a powerful magician who wields dark magic and has a variety of devastating attacks at his disposal. Players will need to use strategy and quick reflexes to defeat Court and advance through the game. Gorcia from 7th Saga. 7th Saga is a role-playing game set in a fantasy world where players must control one of 7 heroes on a magical quest to collect 7 magical runes. One of the toughest bosses in the game has to be Gorcia, a powerful demon who has a variety of powerful attacks and can teleport around the battlefield. Defeating Gorcia requires careful planning and precision execution, as he can easily overwhelm players with his formidable abilities. Soul of Cinder from Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls is a notoriously challenging action role-playing game set in a dark, grim world. In Dark Souls 3, one of the most difficult bosses has to be the Soul of Cinder, a powerful and ancient being that has mastered a variety of fighting styles. Players will need to use all of their skills and strategy to take down the Soul of Cinder, who is a formidable opponent with a huge range of attacks and abilities. Sephiroth from Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. In the role-playing game Kingdom Hearts, players control a young hero named Sora as they journey through a variety of Disney-themed worlds. One of the toughest bosses in the game is Sephiroth, a powerful and manipulative villain who is skilled in sword combat and has a variety of devastating attacks. Players will need to use quick reflexes and timed strategies to defeat this boss and advance to the next level. Metroid Dread's Final Boss. Metroid Dread is an action-packed adventure where players control a powerful space bounty hunter named Samus Aran. They explore a variety of different alien worlds, and the final boss is an absolute killer. To defeat the final boss, you must use precise execution and quick fingers. Players will need to use all their skills and resources to take down this powerful enemy in order to complete the game.
Here was a
The Valkyrie Queen of God of War. In the amazing God of War, players control a powerful warrior named Kratos as he journeys through a variety of different mythical realms. One of the toughest bosses in the game has to be the Valkyrie Queen, a powerful and skilled fighter who has a variety of killer attacks at her disposal. Players will need to learn her moves, watch her position, and deal the killing blow just when it is needed. This one will take a while, so you better get comfortable. Sans from Undertale. Undertale is a fantastic RPG, and as players control the young hero, he will venture through an underground world filled with quirky and endearing characters. One of the toughest bosses in the game is Sans, a wisecracking skeleton who has a variety of different attacks, and he can manipulate time itself. Defeating Sans is hard. You need quick reflexes and careful planning, as Sans is a killer opponent who can easily overwhelm players with his abilities. The Fire and the Flames on Guitar Hero 3. In the rhythm game Guitar Hero 3, players use a guitar-shaped controller to play along with popular songs by matching the notes on the screen. One of the toughest songs in the game has to be either Lou or Through the Fire and Flames by Dragon Force, which features fast-paced guitar solos and challenging patterns. Players will need to have excellent timing and impressive hand-eye coordination to master this incredibly difficult song. Only fast fingers need apply. Mike Tyson from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! In the retro boxing game Mike Tyson's Punch-Out!, players control a young boxer named Little Mac. As they work their way up through the ranks and become champion, one of their toughest opponents has to be the titular Mike Tyson. The final boss, who is known for his powerful punches and quick movements, is near impossible. Players will need to have excellent reflexes and a bit of strategy in order to defeat this powerful boxer and become the ultimate champion. General Ram from Gears of War, Insanity difficulty. In the amazing game Gears of War, you control a team of super buff super soldiers as they fight to save the world from a monstrous alien race known as the Locust Horde. One of the toughest bosses in the game has to be General Ram, a powerful and skilled warrior who is the leader of the Locust Horde. When playing on the highest difficulty setting, Insanity, General Ram becomes near impossible and even more formidable than usual, with increased health and more powerful attacks. Defeating General Ram requires careful planning, precise execution and a lot of patience. Difficult bosses can be memorable for gamers, even if they do drive us crazy. These challenging opponents provide a sense of accomplishment when they are finally defeated and add an extra layer of excitement to the gameplay experience. Whilst they may test the skills and patience of even the most hardcore gamers, the sense of triumph that comes with defeating them is well worth the effort. So, who is your nemesis? Who is the big boss that you hate the most? Put them down in the comments, and if this video has been useful, entertaining, any of that jazz, then please like, subscribe, ding that bell, and I'll be back with another video very soon.